ahead, Mark.
All right, so
And we're
to
live.
satisfy the somatic components, do I need one hand free or both hands free?
You need so yeah, one hand. So right now you got
Okay,
your crossbow
there's
and
no
shield.
problem.
Pew pew pew, right?
I don't have a shield. Do I?
You
don't
have
think I
one
have a shield.
equipped. When I was building your character cards, you had one equipped.
Ah,
I thought
well,
you were
that ain't
dual
right.
wielding crossbows.
No, you can't actually do that. It sounds like you can from the description, but then
Hey,
no,
maybe you can make me a nice
you can in
backdrop.
fact not dual wield hand crossbows.
Just print a picture off of you
Yeah.
and put it behind.
So I
Hi,
have to
Nikki,
keep
you're
a
going
hand
on
free
YouTube.
both to operate the crossbow and to cast spells.
So yeah, you need to either put your shield away or put your sword, your crossbow away, and draw your wand.
You are quite right. I
Yep.
did have that.
Just have a different location.
I am now carrying it, but not equipping it.
Oh,
Yeah, but just pick
okay.
one
Your
every
character
single time.
card has you equipped with it,
Like,
not a
where in
huge
the world
deal.
is Nikki?
So
My character card has it equipped.
yeah, I built the character cards for the side of our stream.
Okay.
Yeah, and
I see.
I'll update them after.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not a big
it'll
deal.
be correct in the game.
Yeah.
So guys,
and
you'll
that's
just
what
have to
matters.
keep me on my toes about the whole action thingamadoo.
You're not the only one, Tom.
Yeah. And then Viper, the other thing I was saying while you were gone, I was wrong. A bard does not need to play their instrument.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
okay,
mentioned
got
that. I read that. Yeah.
Perfect.
So where should we go?
Do I need to do anything to hit things with a stick?
Yeah, you need to wield the stick.
Whoa.
Well,
I know, crazy, right?
Have the
that
stick in
may
both
have
hands.
some connotations on it
thrust.
with both hands. Yeah.
All right.
Thrust.
All right. Are we good to start this thing?
And the innuendos
Let's
that
do
came
it.
out that one.
I
Good
see
as
we
I'm
have
gonna
the
be.
stream going. I assume you have your recording on. And so we tune back in to our excited group in the midst of their, what would we say, watery undercroft of a tower. Quick recap. I'm here with Jordan, who is playing Valdebrand. I have Mark, who's playing the Deep Gnome. Divas. We have Tom, who is playing our human fighter named, and I'm still going to mess this one up, Aldebrecht, right?
Adalbert.
Aldebrecht. Okay, I'm
Thank you.
terrible with names when I can pronounce them. When I cannot, all the cards are off the table.
Think Albert.
I may call you Albert if otherwise. So we want to be careful with that. And then we have Ray, who's playing the halfling bard known as Exeter of None.
Good evening, all.
And then Marshall, who is our heroic half-orc cleric named Thuruk-Mir, whose sole calling is to keep this wayward group alive. Am I correct in that?
Little bit, yeah.
So,
and to not and to not step on little halflings that happen to be somewhere nearby.
well, that's a bonus.
I like the halfling so far.
Oh, I didn't say you didn't like him. I'm just saying that getting stepped on might be a problem.
Have a care not to be sat on, little one.
So, we had session 1. We had some audio issues. We believe them to be resolved thanks to our what's a good term? Our technical wizard of light and magic, Jordan. So,
Our amateur hour of streaming and recording.
Hey, I was
I
trying
do my
to
best.
be nice. I'm trying to be nice. All right. So where we left off last time, our group, in an attempt to learn about what's going on with something that's been termed the death curse, basically a event that's preventing dead individuals from being raised from the dead, and those that have been previously raised from the dead, they wither and rot and die, never to be brought back about. So our party was initially brought together at the graveside of a mentor and friend of theirs named Revis of Greywood, who had befallen to this death curse. Remelia Haventree an elf, and a mysterious cloaked companion of hers enticed the party with not so much riches, but the possibility of bringing their friend back to life. They enticed our party to, well, to delve into the depths of a lich's, the undercroft under a lich's tower, to retrieve the lich's phylactery, which is the lich's spell book bound in human skin. Remelia
Lovely.
was leading a major assault against the lich's tower in the attempt to keep the lich's eyes at bay, while our party is neck deep at the moment into the undead. So,
Come on, more.
with that, unless there's anything anyone else would like to interject, I say we begin.
Let's start.
Okay.
I don't know.
So where we left off, I have shared the map onto the screen, which everybody should be seeing. Where you left off, you had just fought a gray ooze, which dropped from the ceiling and tried to eat one of your party members. Driven off and destroyed, the party now stands in the midst of this cavern, water dripping from the ceiling. There were 2 doors. There was a door down and to your, let's see, top is north, bottom is south, east and west. To your west, there is a door that it's a stone door with an image of a kraken, which is pulling a broken ship down into the depths. To the east and the north, there was another stone door. This stone door had the image of a skull on the top of it. So a big skull that fills the front of the door. So the choice of door number 1 or door number 2 is yours.
Well, if I were a lich, I think I should hide my phylactery behind the most menacing of doors. I suggest the skull.
Well, I was thinking are we gonna have a gruff off? Are both of our voices low and gravelly?
Well, I mean, my
You
character's
follow
like 7 feet tall and 300 pounds of
Yeah,
muscle,
no,
so-
it's. Excuse me. Sorry. Okay, let's try that again. Well, I agree with you, friend.
You too sound like your favorite beverage is gravel mixed with silt.
I eat rocks for breakfast.
I like
So do I.
sushi. Let's go kill the one that has the kraken.
We just become best friends.
I say we go for the one with the skull door.
And perhaps if the lich was sharing this lair with someone else, it would make sense to demark their part of the lair with a skull.
Kind of like
Yes,
a
let's go
roommate
that way.
situation.
Look, this side's
think-
yours.
So, you guys coming?
Yes.
I shall be following you.
You gave me all that grief for saying that we should rest for a while, and
So unless Jordy, you have any other things stopping us, I'll move over there. Oops, sorry, Thurek.
Okay.
I will go around.
So,
Too short.
Exeter, can you check that door for traps?
So 10 feet away from you, up some crudely carved stairs into the stone, is this door. This door is shaped in a 9-foot high skull, dark, blackened eye sockets. Kind of, I don't really stare at you. They do, but they don't. There's no eyeballs.
Well, this is certainly inviting now, isn't it?
So,
If I was a trap,
who is going to search the door?
Well, that shall be me.
Bold of
One
you to
moment.
assume we're going to actually be sensible.
Just stare at the
Because,
door.
you know,
and then-
why not? Actually, I'll use my persuasion on it. No. Let's see.
hey,
Talk it up
if it's
as
a
soon as-
if it's a skull door, you might be not too far off here in a second.
Mhm. All right, so I shall go ahead and look at the door. Would you like an investigation check?
Well, tell me how you're going to look at this door. Are you going to
I-
look at it? Are you
I'm
going
going
to run your hands across it? What is your
Oh no, no,
first
no! To
method?
begin first, I am going to look at it intently. I am not
Then-
going to touch it to begin with. So hold on.
Then let's start with a perception check.
Perception check. You
Well,
would
if we're
like.
just looking, can I throw one out too?
If you would like, you may.
But my investigation looks so much
Well,
better than
But
than
realize,
perception.
Exeter is kind of in between you and the door. You can still see over him and around him,
He's
that
also
type
a
of
foot and
stuff.
a half tall.
I was going to say I don't
Yes.
believe that the big
Yes.
guy was not going to have a problem.
Are we gonna start short jokes? Because
Okay.
Oh,
That's
we've already
okay.
started.
I'm just closer to go ahead.
So-
Well, anyway, we won't go there.
So, Thurrock, please I'll have you use the dice tower, if you will, for your check. So there's a little tower. If you throw your dice into it,
Oh, yeah.
it'll show up as a hidden mark.
Give me a second. I just gotta drag it over. There we go.
Excellent.
Well, we don't get to
So,
see the numbers. He could have been a 1. It's fine.
so Exeter, you do not see anything that would stand out as a trap or any problems. However, Thurrock, looking kind of over Exeter's shoulder, those eye sockets, that blackness of those eye sockets, it kind of looks like soot or scorch.
I grab. Well, he's not here anymore, but I grab him by the shoulder and I say, "Have a care. It seems as though fire may shoot from those eye sockets."
Ooh, thank you.
now that sounds interesting.
That looks like it might be fun. Shall we?
You can
You
use
People have a curious idea of what fun is.
Given the fact that we seem to be having that we think this might be a roasting opportunity, what should we do?
I'll tell you what I'm going to do.
Oh,
I'm going
I
to move
suppose I
right
should get-
there.
Get behind you.
Now,
Oh,
there
I
is-
believe I'm going to get. Thank you, big and tall guy. I'm going to get behind you because hey, that's safer.
there is a keyhole
Wait,
at the base of this, on the side of this door, Exeter, that you do notice. So you're pretty sure that this door is locked.
Exeter, how are you going to check for traps back here?
Oh, me? I thought it was you guys.
Exeter.
Fine. I have to go back. One moment. Okay, so let's see here.
I like you a little less now.
Yeah. Are you keeping me on a graduated scale?
There's a chart, yes.
As long as it's taller than I am.
Your appreciation has gone down by half.
I mean, oh, that's okay. I have persuasion. I'll persuade him better later.
If I had time, I would set up the chart, but just check the door.
Check the door.
I just need to.
Well, I suppose.
I'll be right
Let's
back.
think about this. Can I inspect this lock?
You
I don't-
can.
Let's see. Do I have even lock picks with me? I believe I'm.
He asked God.
Yes.
Can I inspect this lock? Awesome.
Guys,
thanks.
you may.
Okay.
So yes, you may
I don't have
actually.
lock picks. This is not good.
You're going to need to get close to do an investigation check. Where
I
you are, you can do a
understand. I'm
perception.
going to get close. All right, here we go. We're
Never
close.
fear. If the skin is scorched from your bones,
I
can
have
restore
no
it.
fear. Fear is for weaklings.
Famous last words.
All right, investigation check coming at you.
Excuse me.
Instead of grabbing the tablet, I should actually grab the dice. There we go.
And I'm back here saying, we devolved into gallows humor very quickly.
We're walking
Okay.
around in a lich's basement.
That's true.
Exactly what kind of humor should we have?
You know, Jordan, I should. Sorry.
Grave humor.
Ah!
Okay, so this is definitely the lock. Looks like the lock is pickable. Looks like if you have some thieves' tools, you should be able to put them in. Trip this lock. However, the nature of this trap. Let's see. The nature of this trap Go ahead and give me an Arcana check, Exeter.
Arcana. How do you spell that? Oh, there it is.
There's an A somewhere in there.
I know how it's.
Maybe
I'm a
more than
lore.
one.
I'm a lore halfling. Come on, you're a lore person. Lord.
So this.
I don't like you clearing your throat, young good sir.
How
So
screwed are you?
Voice that is telling us these things. I don't like the clearing of your
you
voice.
believe this trap to be magical. This trap is definitely magical, and somehow has to do with the two eyes that you're looking at, but you're not sure how. For some reason, your knowledge of things magical escape you on figuring out how you might surpass this trap. You believe that you should be able to safely insert lockpicks into this trap, into not the trap, but into the lock, and possibly unlock the door.
Okay,
But-
so
But you also feel that there's kind of just a bad negative feeling about this trap, and somewhere in the back of the mind you
Think that
recall
perhaps
how
this
this
is
might
not as-
work, but you're not sure.
So allow me to reach back to my friends and say, friends, I believe that this is not exactly the. I believe that this may have some kind of magic properties to it that I am unable to distinguish. Would anyone else like to come and have a go at looking at the magic properties of this door?
So I'm gonna change. Excuse me. I'm gonna change Valbrand's voice so that we don't have a legitimate gruff off. People say Marshall and I honestly sound the same anyway. So having us both talk in low, gravelly voices probably isn't gonna do us any good.
Who the heck do you think you're talking to, mister?
I just want to know where you
So-
guys' genealogies actually crossed. That should be an interesting tale.
That is none of your business. Davis, you know some magic. Get up there. Go on. Get up there.
Well, I haven't
Go
been
on,
studying
little
very
guy,
long,
go
but I
on.
can give it a look.
An Arcana check, if you will, Davis.
So, he's going to give it a look, but he does not, in fact, have Arcana trained since.
Really?
Well, you
Oh
can't-
yeah, you started as a fighter. That's right.
yeah,
yeah.
that kind of sucks the way they did that. Anyway, moving on. Okay, I need to move my map so that I can reach the. There we go.
And while he's doing that, I'm going to reach back, talk to my folks, and say, "Hey, fat friends, does anyone happen to have a pair of lockpicks on them? Unfortunately, mine seem to be no longer with me."
I don't make a habit of
Can,
picking locks.
I pull
Okay.
a set of thieves' tools out of my pouch, and I'm like, the advantages of a colorful past and lust.
The bard does not have thieves' tools, but the cleric does. This is something for us to remember.
He has
What
the
is the
thief
problem with
background,
this?
or he has the criminal background.
Davis, looking over that, suddenly a thought occurs to you that the black sootiness of those eyes isn't from any type of fire shooting from it. In fact, you get the distinct feeling that it might be necrotic energy, but that's part of the nature of the trap. And you believe that if someone were to use a weapon or a tool of some sort and scratch out the blackness of those eyes, that might disable the trap.
I say, I think if we scraped that off, we just might be able to prevent that trap from triggering.
Good luck.
That seems like an awfully easy. Well, I mean, do
I
you
could
want to
be
do
wrong.
it? Do you want me to do it?
I'm happy to give it a try, Exeter. You want to clear out just in case?
I would like to know, can I actually, am I short enough to be under the eyes if I'm close enough to the door?
I say a lot of necrotic effects, they affect an area, not just. So I'm not sure ducking is going to work, but better than nothing.
You could be you could be under the eyes, but you're a fighter wizard.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and
Wizard
pull back. Yes,
Makes a good case.
A fizzard?
Fizzard, fighter wizard.
Okay.
That sounds
So,
like a racial
so
slur.
good friend, if you would mind going up there and crossing out the eyes, and then I will allow Thurek
All right.
to go
Just
ahead.
put X's in them like old cartoons, like Order of the Stick.
I will use my pittons. I have 10 pittons. I'll get one out and start scratching at those eyes and see if I can have any effect. So, would you like another Arcana, or perhaps? So let's see. What's appropriate? Investigation, I guess.
So I would take an
Sleight of hand.
Arcana or an investigation check.
Okay, they're both the same anyway. Here's an Arcana.
Luke, we're gonna have company.
You feel pretty confident about your work.
Say, all right, I've done what I can. Your turn, Exeter.
Okay, so Thurek, would you mind me borrowing those for a minute?
I hand them to him. I'm just like,
And I
make
will
sure to
read-
bring these back. They have a sentimental value.
I will be glad to, provided, of course, I survive.
Oh, I'll make sure you do. That's kind of why
That's-
I'm here.
This is true. I like this.
I'm just waiting for the explosion and then Thurek to go, oh no, my tools!
What's your point? All right, so what would you like as the check for this, for picking these locks?
I don't think there is one.
Well, I'm
Just
going to need
sleight
a
of hand?
dexterity check.
Oh.
And
Dexterity check. All right, so ignore this little thing I'm just dropping. All right, there we go.
Now, here's the thing. Are you proficient with thieves' tools?
One moment, please. I don't believe I am.
Okay,
Okay.
so that's going to be a check with just your dex bonus. If you were proficient, you could put your proficiency bonus with it as well.
What's your dex
All
bonus?
Well, just my +3.
Oh, well. You're still better off than me with my proficiency bonus, so.
Here we go.
Tom, that's basically what I'm feeling like. Just like,
So you are very tense for a moment as you sit there and kind of fiddle around with the picks, move them around, moving around your click.
Yay!
No yay,
oh no!
but no boom. So
Oh,
good news. Divas obviously must have disabled the trap. Bad news
That's
is you did not successfully unlock the trap, unlock
Break
the
my
door.
lockpicks!
Good news is, though, you didn't break them.
yay!
Damn right.
try
Should we
again.
attempt this again?
This time
Okay.
with feeling.
This is
Next
not a
step.
charade.
One more time. Here, wait. All right, and go.
You have to kiss them first. Don't ask.
After a tense few moments, Exeter moves around the picks just gingerly. Click. And the door unlocks.
Yay! Second time's a charm. I'm
Well
putting
played,
down.
little one.
Here you go. Thank you, sir. I'll pick
you.
up another new set next time we're in town.
Should I
So-
go first?
One thing I probably should have remembered on this, with everybody hiding around the corner.
Oh, yeah. The door did creak open, didn't it? So maybe
Who
was there any?
who was the light source?
That would be me.
Okay, just something to remember in the future. Since Exeter
I can't see in the dark.
cannot see in the dark, which might have affected part of his first attempt. But then again, maybe he did it blindfolded the last time.
The next time I get
5 feet.
an horizon or a cantrip or whatever, I am learning light because some people can't see in the dark. I'm not saying they're
I
lesser
know.
races or anything, but
Hey! Just remember who's can. Go ahead, say it. I got to point you into an arrow here, just waiting for you, good sir. I like you, but
So, Jordy, before I open this door,
Yes.
I am going to utilize Divine Sense. So for about 6 seconds or so, I know the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet of me that is also not behind total cover. I probably should have not used it now that I'm seeing it's a hallway. So, because they're
That
behind
is
behind
not
total-
behind total cover.
Right.
That's nothing.
I started talking before you revealed the map, so
Yeah. No worries. No
I'm gonna
worries,
mark it
no
off
worries.
because I would have done it, before I opened the door anyway. So
You do get the feeling. So you said fiend.
celestial and undead.
Still. Okay. Well, let me check.
Within 60 feet, I know the type, celestial, fiend, or undead, but not the identity. I can also detect if a place has been consecrated or desecrated.
Okay. So you get the you feel multiple undead just past where you are. I'm not going to give you the exact thing because they're kind of undercover, but I feel it would work in this case.
Okay.
Undercover.
So- Well, not undercover, but they're not where he's looking or readily visible. Let's put it that way.
Step lightly.
All right.
I detect the filth of undead.
Your
I drop
Would
my
you
gun.
like for me to try to? would you
your
like to-
light shines down this hallway, and you see two iron bound doors, and the hall turns and heads to the west. You hear terrible banging coming from down the hall, like something is hammering against the door.
This dungeon's rocking. Don't come a knocking, baby. Yeah.
So, would you guys like if I were to, I don't know, use a little prestidigitation and see if we can make a noise around the corner to see if we can draw attention before we start sticking our noses across there?
Go ahead.
I
That
mean-
sounds like a good idea.
Maybe we should see what's there before drawing attention to ourselves.
Yeah,
Just an idea.
I don't relish the
Okay.
thought of fighting in such a tight corridor with three melee creatures.
Okay. Well, would you like for me to peek around?
Yes.
All
Yes,
right.
I think
so
that I'd
here
like
we
that.
go.
Just
I
careful.
weave
Only
between
if you roll
the
a
feet and I whisper as I go by. Before I look around here, would you guys like to move? I don't know, back a few feet just in case.
Mm,
Nah.
we've got
I'm
your
good where I am.
We've got your six, little buddy.
Exeter, in
Exeter.
his mind, thinks the following: I truly hope that fireball doesn't come out this door, because if so, it's going to take us all out like a bunch of pins. So then I'm going to give you, I believe, a stealth check as
Yes, please.
as I look around the
You're looking around the corner. Please,
corner.
yes, a stealth check it is.
There's the stealth check. It's like,
Okay.
look around.
So,
I'm assuming that a little bit of reflected light is coming off. So
yes,
you'll see.
okay. Light bouncing off the door, off the wall a little bit to get glimmer. Now, first little caveat: I don't necessarily like exactly how this map is laid out. That what looks like a pit at the end is not a pit. It's not part of this. This is just a hall that goes to there and then heads again north. Okay? So
You've completely confused me, and I
Yep.
consider myself a relatively bright person.
okay. So when you look around,
Oh, honey, bless your heart.
as you look around the corner, you see there are three iron doors to the north. There is one iron door right by you to the east. You see one on the southern wall, and the hallway continues to the west, and then it looks like it takes a right turn and heads north. You hear the banging, sounds like it's coming from the very far door on the north.
So I turn to my friends and I say, everyone, I believe that we have the far door on the right, as we're going down this hallway, seems to have something banging in it. How would you like to proceed?
Forward with valor. No, that's not right.
Well,
Well, I don't like leaving, to be honest, leaving closed doors behind me scares me because I'm not sure what's behind them.
Yes, I think I would agree. If it's someone that's been captured by the Lich, they would like to be freed, doubtless. And if it's a creation of the Lich or a servant, we should probably put it down or it sneaks up behind.
Well, and more to the point, we don't know where this leather-bound, wonderful book is.
All good. Why don't we hit the doors in sequence?
All right, beginning on our right. So
I mean,
I will move up.
Albert, Steven?
This is going to be a little bit. This is going to get tedious, but we're going to do this anyway. So I believe I'm going to do an investigation on this door,
Okay.
the one just to my, the east facing one.
Right.
Do I notice anything interesting?
So the one to the east is not. It is a plain metal door. There are no bars or windows in it. It is a solid door. There is a latch and a keyhole. You believe this door does appear to be locked. You do not believe it to be trapped, however.
All right, my good friend. One more time. Would you like to toss me your? Can I? Oh my! Hey! Get away! All right.
You should just leave them with the lock picks. I know they're sentimental, but
Listen, I'll be very careful. And by all means, you can feel free to gather them for my corpse if you need to.
I will.
Let us hope it does not come to this.
All right, out of character for just a minute. Bad thought just occurs to me.
yes.
Other things are dying and can no longer be raised.
Yes. People.
Yes, that applies to us too, I imagine.
That would be where I was going with this. So, okay, good. I just want to make sure that I was, I'm a little slow, a little late to the game here, but just thinking these things through.
If
And
we die,
Oh,
it's a new character.
Yeah, alternative, we're level 3. We don't have access to raises, so...
this is true. This is true. But I'm just thinking that, putting myself out there. All right. That's okay. You guys can have shish kebabs. All right. So, and I will do sleight of hand. No, do you want dex check, not sleight of hand?
Yes.
I do have, well, I don't have proficiency, but I do have half proficiency in sleight of hand. Does that count?
No.
Oh.
No, because sleight of hand is in this hand and in that hand.
Well,
this
I don't
is
know.
actually, yeah. You're
Well,
actually
so which one would it normally be if you're looking at skills?
You don't skill, you use your dex from the
Dex,
main.
just always for the dex. Okay.
So, yes, you would need to be proficient, though, in the thieves' tools, because you're trying to use the tools.
Actually, Viper, I just realized something. I was looking up the Jack of all trades, but I just ran into rogues are automatically proficient with thieves' tools. So you are proficient.
Bard or
I'm a
rogue?
bard.
You're a bard. I should probably look up bard because that's where Jack of all trades is going to reside, not rogue.
That's correct.
Yeah, keep going.
That's what I was thinking. Jack of all trades. I was considering if Jack of all trades factors into that.
I'm trying to remember. I don't think it is an ability check. It factors into everything. In fact, Jack of all trades as an ability check would factor into initiative. Because initiative is just a dexterity check.
I don't think so. I think it's specifically skill checks.
I'm bringing it up because now I'm
now. Ability checks.
So starting at second level, you can add half your proficiency bonus, rounded down to any ability check you make that doesn't already include that bonus.
So I know for a fact that Fighter's Remarkable Athlete, which does something similar, also automatically applies to initiative checks. There we go. So Jack of all trades, I believe, would. I don't see why it wouldn't, because dexterity is just,
all right.
Just a dexterity check.
Fawn just got a hell of a lot better.
All right, so I gave you a dex check nonetheless on that. So what would you like to do, good sir?
Okay. So you hear the lock click, and you know you were successful.
Yay! All right, so
do you want me to open door?
Yes, I think I'm going to take a step Ooh, I don't know if I want to take a step back that direction. Well, I guess I'm going to have to. So I kind of move back just a little bit.
Slowly becoming Russian.
I'm hearing that interesting sound behind me, and it's making me a little bit nervous. But we'll continue on.
I open the door.
Opens up to a 5 by 5 foot cell in here. A small stone bench sits against the back wall. A pile of bones is what appears to have at one time been some type of skeleton. It sits amongst the bench and along the floor.
So you were allowing me to get the divine sense earlier.
Yes.
Is this one of the rooms that was pinging?
No.
Okay.
No.
Do you mind if
The room that was pinging is the room where the banging is coming from.
Gotcha. Okay.
Snap.
Anybody want to inspect this room, or shall I?
I shall go ahead and look through the bones.
Why don't
So,
Why don't I do that? Will you work on the next door?
you want to do two things? Oh, okay.
Sir
Efficiency.
Adalbert, would you like to come with me and guard the end of the hallway while he tends to the doors for us?
Sure, that sounds like a good plan.
Good thinking,
Come
Thurok.
over here.
So I'm going to be picking. I'm going to be. Well, do you want to continue to do different checks on the doors to basically determine that they need to be locked? I mean, at least or unlocked.
So, go ahead and give me.
Are you
Go ahead and give me a quick. You know what? Go ahead and give me a quick perception check, and I'll give you the information on the doors. Well, investigation.
Investigation. Yeah.
Investigation.
I like my investigation. So much prettier.
much higher?
Okay.
Unlike me.
Scampering around and checking this doors.
Hey, DM or not, I don't scamper. I stride with short steps. Short steps.
Striding with short steps, as some people might say, and others might say scampering. On the north wall, the door to your left, as you're facing the doors, the door to the left is most definitely not locked. This is also the one that the banging is coming from. The door straight ahead of you.
Here's a question: does it open inward or outward?
The doors themselves, they open inward.
You know, it's not DM versus players. You don't have to laugh because you're winning.
I'm not laughing because I'm winning. I'm laughing because, you know what? When we're not being recorded, I'll explain. But my wife needs to wander back up the stairs and stop.
Oh,
hey.
So you're getting flashed now.
And where were we? Yes, the middle door.
I could theoretically cast Thaumaturgy on the door and knock whatever's on the other side flat on its ass.
So the door pulls out towards you. It doesn't push
it opens
in.
outward. Okay.
They open outward. The middle door is locked, and the one to your right is not locked.
So this
and the one to the south, the door directly south of you, is not locked either.
The directly south, the one to my right, and the one to my left, but that's not the one that's having the banging. The banging is the one that's right in front of my good friend Albert.
No, the one to the left. Yes, the one directly in front of Aldebert is not locked.
Yes, I believe there's
where the banging is coming from.
Yes. Okay. Well, shall we go ahead and open the other rooms first, everyone?
Jody,
I can work on.
Do you want to check or anything for me searching through this room while we're?
Yes, please. Give me an investigation check, if you will.
All right, all -1 of it.
Yes.
Can I see anything on the door that I'm in front of with the banging?
It is a metal door. There are no windows or bars to look through. It sounds like multiple fists are banging against this door, trying to get out, trying to force their way out of this room.
This one unlocked?
Yes, the one that the one that
Yes.
banging is coming from is unlocked.
Is unlocked. The room that Valbrand is in. So Valbrand, these bones are old, decayed. They crumble in your hands, but there is nothing of value. There is no armor, any cloth or anything that might have been here would have rotted away long ago.
Nothing in here. What are you guys finding?
Lots of noise and a headache.
Mm. So was I able to unlock the one that's right in front of me to the right?
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
you were.
And was there anything in here?
Pushing it open, there's a rotting corpse of a male tiefling wearing ruined leather armor at the back of the cell. He is chained up and looks to have been long forgotten. There's a silver chain around his neck hanging out on top of the armor and a gold holy symbol of some sort
Ooh,
sits on top of it.
investigation, here I come.
Are you doing an investigation to check?
To check his
him?
body, yes, to look him over and see what's going on here.
Okay.
Praying that I don't get cursed in the process.
We don't need a
Do me
second
a
stinky rogue, right? I miss our stinky rogue.
I'm a bard. You call me rogue one more time, crossbows will be thrown.
Don't misclass me.
Let's see.
I'm here for the knowledge and the gold. Not just the gold.
Am I cold? Gold.
Okay. So this tiefling, other than the possible holy symbol, which might sell for a little bit, he is not. His leather armor is ruined and moldy. He doesn't have anything of wealth he's had. His weapons, anything's already been taken from him. So
Okay. So
don't
I
see-
will pick up the holy symbol and we'll pass it to Thuric for further usage. If you so, or I would talk to him and say, "Hey, Thuric, would you like to carry this, or would you like to see this?"
Yes. Please.
Okay, and I will take it and toss it across Aldebrecht's head, barely missing the top of it because obviously he's a tall person. And
Okay. Let me make sure I'm right. So you're taking the holy symbol from him, and then you're taking and tossing it. Correct?
up and above over to Thuric.
Okay.
Yes.
Thuric. Okay.
I'm giving you many opportunities here, DM. You can go with them whenever you'd like.
You may do a religion check if you would like.
I would
My-
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Let me do that.
While he's doing that, I'm going to work on the door just to my left, the middle door up here, not the one that has the banging.
Can I take a look at that as well?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'll kind of share it.
Sure. So Thuric, you recognize the symbol. That is a gold holy symbol of Osmodeus, ruler of the Nine Hells.
Oh goodness, a cursed symbol indeed.
Exeter, that you are able to successfully pick the lock on the south door as well.
Okay, I shall gingerly open it as well.
I'd sooner see this thing destroyed or melted down than sell it.
Well, my
So-
good friend,
There is a pile of humanoid bones in this room here. I probably should be, giving you a view of each of these as we go through and check them out.
your description is so vibrant and persuasive that
It's really adding
they're
color
just
to this
absolutely
black
there.
and white map.
Absolutely, I don't feel like that. Yeah, exactly. I don't need to see it even.
A pile of clean humanoid bones and purple crystals litter the floor of this cell.
Oh, great! He's one of those new age guys.
Do these purple crystals perchance have any similarity to the purple crystals we saw in the cavern earlier in our sessions?
Indeed. They look
Ooh.
identical.
Oh, somebody managed to take them without us touching. Okay.
Divas,
What
I know
were
you
those
were
things
interested in
again?
these. Do you want to take
We
a look
didn't-
at these?
Didn't really determine what they were, as I recall.
Pink
I
crystals.
made a note. I intended to come back later and examine them, but if
Yeah.
they're available,
Well, if they're here, I think we can. They may not be much of a value, so I'm going to
care when you collect them, okay?
Yeah. All right. So here we go. Being the obviously the one who has no common sense, I will go ahead. I actually have common sense, but I ignore it frequently. I will go ahead and gingerly pick up one of the crystals.
Okay, so
And
you will need to
examine
move
it.
in. You will need to move into the room to examine it and to pick it
Okay.
up.
All right. Here we go.
Okay.
Keep an eye on me, guys.
So this
Okay.
was the south one because you just barely did the one in the middle, right? I thought you were working on the south.
I was working on the middle one. Oh, no, I thought I did. Okay. Let's see.
So
Far right one had bones. The top one above Divas right now had the tiefling, and then the middle one I was working on up here. I don't think
okay.
I didn't hear
So
what we
the
humanoid?
middle one, this middle one
the
this middle
north.
one here had the
Yeah.
tiefling.
Okay.
This one was empty.
Okay. I think I missed the empty part. All right, so that's fine.
And this one had the bones. So you were working down at that one.
Okay. All right.
the
So
bottom.
then now I'm down to this one. Okay.
So now, real quick,
Oh,
I
don't
will
like the
have
sound of-
I will have everybody give me an initiative roll, please.
Of course
Oh,
you
no!
will.
Now, Thurok, you cannot be surprised.
No, I cannot.
So, please.
9, yeah. Look
One
at
of
that,
these days, I'm
-1.
gonna get somebody else.
Oh wait, do I do that in the? I thought we did. Are we not doing it in the
Doesn't matter for
tower?
initiative.
Okay. You let me know if you want me to re-roll it or not.
Let's see. Go ahead and re-roll it.
Yay!
Oh, that was an intelligence check. That's good.
Oh, whoops! That doesn't help. What am I doing? Initiative would be a much better thing here. Here, let's try that.
That's better.
Oh, that looks much better. Okay.
Okay. So, Thurok, you are not surprised by anything, and you think real quick as you see your halfling friend dart into the cell. You first think, that's a bad idea. Something's might happen.
To have a care.
You may act if you would like.
I will stride over here. Can I grab him by the scruff and yank him back?
If you would like.
What would that be? Like a strength check, or can I just grab him?
You can just grab him and pull him back. Now, you could pull him kind of into your square where you want on that. But yeah, you can take him and move his position pretty easily. You're a half orc and he's a halfling. So
that was, what was that, 5'10"? So I'm going to move him into my space.
Okay.
And then I'm going to move back because I don't want to. What?
okay.
You're gonna have to toss him.
So basically what happens is you see him go in there, you run over, you grab him, take him back, and then walk back to where you were. Okay?
Cool
Or
guys,
you
don't
can toss
look
me and
at
I can do a dexterity check to see if I land on my feet. There's always that.
cool
here.
guys
I'll
don't
go
look at
in.
spider swarms. They put their sunglasses on and just walk away.
Actually, you know what? Can I re-decide what I'm going to do?
Yes.
Can I instead move here?
You
Is that
mean
right?
throw him back and move in front of him? Sure.
All right. Sweet. Thank you.
So
While I'm moving, I shout,
you grab him and throw him in. So you go, watch out, throw him back and jump in front of him. All right, I'll let you do that as your action. Now,
Okay.
Exeter, you are surprised, obviously,
Oh,
by
obviously.
more reasons than what. Divis is busy working. Let's see. Let me double check one. Let me actually double check one thing.
We need battle music.
We do. So, Divis, you are busy doing whatever it is you're over there doing. Maybe thinking of your next spell you're going to cast, but
Sure.
you kind of look up as you see the commotion going on, but you're still a little surprised. Adelbrecht. Yes?
Adelbrecht.
Albert.
Adelbert. I will get
Adelbert.
this. Maybe on our 50th game session. Adelbert, you are taken a little back as this half orc pushes you against the wall and pushes past you. But you're
Whoa,
like,
whoa,
whoa,
whoa!
man, what's going on?
I'm just like, excuse me.
Valbrand, same as normal. A swarm of spiders is scurrying out from under the bones and under the crystals and everything.
Oh
And
no,
they
spiders.
attempt to eat
I hate
Our-
spiders.
our half orc.
Ah!
Actually biting and
Ow.
piercing and yeah, you know the fun stuff. Let's check one thing.
Wish I had my shield equipped. Whoa!
There's a lot of them.
What?
48 damage?
There's a lot of them.
Yeah, there are a lot of them.
Thurrock.
Hey, don't worry about healing. I'll take care of you. Assuming I can talk Exeter into moving.
All right.
You are covered in spiders.
I am
Thurrock.
covered in spiders. Young lady, I will fill your mouth with spiders. Can I just smack them? Is that a viable thing I can?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Okay. All right. I will target the spiders.
This becomes
And
Go ahead. Finish your turn.
and swang my mace. Swang my mache. Oh, great. All right, and I guess I can't take a 5-foot step
So
out of here.
hold on. I'm not seeing. So I didn't see any. Oh no, there are modifiers on it. Okay. Okay, we're good. All right. You could move through your
I could
opponent,
move, but I
but
wouldn't.
you will bring your spiders. You will bring your spider friends with you.
Oh, they're on me? Like on
yeah.
me?
Oh yeah, they ran up on you and they're biting you.
Like a blue
It's a
spider?
swarm of
Get it
little
off!
spiders, a whole bunch of little spiders.
Oh, I should have used my torch to burn them off. Oh well, hindsight's 20/20. So, all right. In that case, I don't do anything. That's my turn.
Okay.
I'm screaming in pain and fear.
So go ahead and release your token, if you will.
Release my token.
Yes. Next actor or.
Wait, right.
So Exeter, your Thurrock moved you out of the way and put himself between you and an imposing bunch of spiders, which are now crawling on his body, biting him repeatedly. What would you like to do?
Use your sword. It'll work.
I take out my rapier and I stab.
So now let's talk a little bit about this. I'm assuming that if you do take a melee weapon or something, that you're going to take it and maybe take the flat of the blade and run it across him or something like that. I'm not assuming that you're taking your weapon and doing an attack like that, which also means I'm probably not going to let someone shoot crossbow bolts at this spider.
No, that
Please
totally
don't
works.
shoot your healer.
Fireball.
No, I'm
Fireball.
thinking of something far more.
Yeah, I think burning hands might be effective, but that's not what Divas is going to do.
Some of
No.
you may die, but it's a sacrifice I am willing to make.
Burning
I-
hands is,
no,
an
no,
excellent
no.
plan.
I'm thinking more about heat metal.
Please don't.
What are?
Oh,
I'm trapped in it. Please don't do that.
I know you are, but it would burn them all off of you.
Viper, vicious mockery. Mock those spiders' mom.
I know. I'm going. That's my second one. Hey, it doesn't
Your
say.
mama had 9 legs.
It doesn't say they have to understand me.
True.
Well, and it's technically one. How does that work with a swarm?
I think the swarm counts as one creature.
The swarm does count as one creature, but it does have the community. It has the condition immunities of it cannot be charmed, frightened, paralyzed, petrified, prone, restrained, or stunned.
I seem to remember immunity to charm is kind of means immunity to vicious mockery.
Okay, so it does not do enchantment then. So enchantment, it can't be enchanted.
It cannot be charmed. So the spell itself is probably an enchantment, but does it? Let's see. Vicious mockery.
Sorry, yeah, we got.
And Rook's here, like, please stop talking. I'm covered in spiders.
I know.
Let me go take a look at your spell.
I mean, technically, the other thing I can do is I can do Tasha's hideous laughter.
Google play Spider Dance by Toby Fox.
Okay, so Tartan can hear you.
Oh no, Tasha's. I'm sure it has less than a 4 intelligence.
Also, Viper.
Yes.
Welcome.
I thank you. I'll tell you thank you as soon as we're past, getting these off of these, so they're no longer killing you.
If I'm still alive.
Yeah.
It was only 8 damage.
Okay, so vicious mockery, I'm actually going to say would work. The reason why is there is not a charm, a type of action. It's a wisdom save, yes, but it takes psychic damage and disadvantage.
Well, I'll tell you what might be better though is dissonant whispers, because it would also get them off of him. Can you check dissonant whispers and make sure that would also?
I'm looking at it right now. Yes, I would allow dissonant whispers as well.
All right, let's do dissonant whispers on this then. So let me go and do a cast. I shall be using as my action my cast of dissonant whispers. Oh, sorry, I didn't have it targeted.
Yeah.
My apologies. There. Try that again.
Oh.
Okay. So then damage.
It's still not bad. 7 damage.
Get these spiders off of me!
Well, and they also run. Well, they get off of you. Actually. That should run them off of you.
No, they succeeded on their will save.
Yes.
Oh, they did. Sorry. Okay.
Okay.
All right. And I have now to say, I'm sorry, Thurek.
Divis, is it time for fire?
Not quite.
Foolish idiot. It's always time for fire.
And I can't get close anyway. Okay, so this may require a little bit of creativity. I'm not sure how well this is going to work, but Divis is from an underground environment, and he would like to cast Minor Illusion to make the sound of a huge swarm of bats.
Interesting.
Oh, yeah.
That might work.
So I'm going to have a huge swarm of bats, or the sound of one anyway, heading towards the swarm of spiders.
Okay.
So I think they can do a save, and as to what exactly it does, that's totally up to the GM, because, yeah.
So you are going to use, let's see, which spell are you using?
It is Minor Illusion. It can be either a image or a sound, in this case, a sound. It can be quite loud. They mention up to a scream. They say it could be a lion's roar, so I'm assuming bats screeching would be definitely
Mhm.
possible. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Here?
Yes, they have. They don't hear through ears, of course, but they have special hair-like sensors that.
On their petty palps.
Yes.
So
The more you know.
this might. Okay. Don't want to use a simple save for these type of things. That's
The
just
spiders
seems a little
scatter.
too easy.
Now everybody has spiders.
So,
You made it worse.
so
This
I'm
Christmas.
going to have this. May be. We'll see how this works. We'll see if we like this or not. I'm going to have you do a performance check
Okay. All right. Yeah, because he
Ooh.
has to make the sound in his mind, I suppose.
yes.
Okay. Let's see what happens here. Performance. Oh, this might not be great, but here we go anyway. Oh, did you want that in the tower?
Yes, and it was
Okay.
in the tower, I see.
Yes.
So now I am going to have my spiders. Okay. All right. The spiders drop off of Thurrock and they start scattering around a little bit, looking for little crawl spaces. Some of them are hiding into the corner. Some are moving around a bit. So obviously they have been unnerved by this sound of swarm of bats that must be descending upon them. Probably for
It
special
is
possession.
a miracle. Thank you.
All right. So that puts us down to our halberd wielding friend, who can readily strike at the spiders if you would like.
I would like to do that. I don't really like spiders, especially
Aldebrand.
creepy quality ones that are in a cave and crawling on my friend, so I am going to swat them. Halberd. Dang it.
Welcome to the party.
Obviously, the spiders are too fast for you.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action.
And you're gonna scrape your butt up against Marshall to try and scrape the spiders off with your butt.
Like a thrashing river I come.
There's some images that really shouldn't be
Oh, I
done
gotta
even in
roll
D&D.
That's right.
You gave Marshall the shaft of your spear. Now allow him to accept your butt. You know, to cleanse him
Partially
of
resisted.
spiders.
Yeah.
These like armored
Aldebrand.
spiders?
Yeah.
Wait. Oh yeah, because they're a swarm.
Wow. Yeah.
Yes.
It's more they
Oh.
dodged, I would think.
Give the shaft to the spider.
Volbrand.
All right. So I know that this is a hard corner, and Exeter decided to stand there.
I'm sorry.
It's all right.
You can reach over the top of me.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Can I reach over the top of him and lay my hands upon our cleric?
Yes.
Help
Okay.
me.
So I'm going to use my action to lay on
Oh,
hands.
I thought you were a big cleric.
And I'm going,
Orc
yeah,
person.
and I'll give Marshall 8 of my my hit points. So we're gonna target you, and bam, there you go.
Thank you, Magic Man.
You're very welcome. And that's about all I can do. So
All right. My spiders
Your spiders.
have not rallied. They are scampering everywhere. People have spider on their feet. Some of the spiders are trying to crawl up underneath robes, armor, try to hide from this bat swarm that's
I'm
coming.
not sure that I have improved the situation.
But my
This is-
spiders are currently terrified. So, Thurrock,
they didn't attack.
This is the
That was
worst
good.
Well,
D&D
no, they're-
session ever. Spider party. All right, I am going to lift my mace and call down the fire of Ilmater on these spiders.
Okay.
I cast Sacred Flame on the insects.
All right.
All right, burn them.
Deal with insects, you cast fire. Crickashoom.
Hit.
Wait, do I roll attack or do I roll? Oh no,
A hit, so we need to roll damage now.
Wow.
fire.
Now
Obviously.
we have on fire.
Fire.
Spiders.
It's their weakness. Who would have realized?
Yeah, that's why I said I should have attacked with my torch earlier.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Fire is
Yeah.
everybody's weakness. Didn't we establish this?
Except
It's
fire.
fire.
It's fire. Kill it with more fire.
Exeter.
Exeter shall now. I'm going to allow the big people to have better view. I will go ahead and move back to here, making the assumption I should still be able to see them. And I will go ahead and cast Vicious Mockery as my action.
Stupid spiders.
I'm mocking them because they're all scared to death of a little sound of bats. What the
But-
frick?
You have to sing it.
Vicious Mockery? No, I don't.
Don't you?
Vicious Mockery. I'll sing
I
later.
thought you were a bard.
I
You
am.
sing everything.
I sing everything. The people on the internets aren't quite ready for this. All right,
Your
so here
mother
we
had
go.
9 legs and you came out of a misshapen egg.
Oh, didn't I? Why don't I have them? That's weird.
That was gold. Shut up.
No, not. No, what was weird was I had somehow managed to no longer have them selected. So there.
All right.
Really? They did a success on that?
Yeah, they rolled a 16.
Oh yeah. They
Oh,
rolled
yeah.
16. Yeah.
All right. So what does that? I forget on Vicious Mockery. I don't think I do anything. Yeah.
Hey Vipe. Meltheus says,
Yes.
I've heard you sing the transitions on Hydros the Unstable. Get singing, Bard.
Yeah.
All right.
He's not wrong, and I can. I need a tune. Need a tune.
Do you have a solution for our spider dilemma?
More fire.
More fire. Burn them.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Okay, so he walks down this corridor and he gets to about here. He's looking into the room Exeter is in. Is
Mhm.
there more room back there? It looks like it might extend to the west a little bit.
You mean the room that Exeter is?
The little 5x5 cell. He wants to fit in.
So is
here.
that
oh,
is that a 5x5?
The one that
Or is
Thurek,
it a-
that Thurek is a 5x10. It extends to the south.
No, the one
Oh.
that Exeter's in. It
The one
looks
I'm
like it
actually
goes to the
in.
west.
No. That's a 5x5.
Okay.
And
Okay.
pipe it
Then
will.
Beavis, I like you a lot, but not that much.
okay.
At last we can be alone.
So he doesn't
Yes.
want to block up the way. Can he move, cast, move? Is that possible?
Yeah. Yes, you can.
All right. So
Realize
then he will-
though, if guys
Okay.
do this, so be careful of this, because what I don't want is people doing, okay, I dive in, attack, and then dive out, because
Well-
technically you move and then do an action. So normally that's how it is. We don't break it up. But
In 5th edition, you actually do break it up.
oh, can you break it up?
Yeah.
You absolutely can.
It's like move and attack is in the basic
Well,
attacks.
move, attack, and move
Nope.
Yeah.
When you use your move action to move, you can break
is
it up.
part of the attack.
No.
Okay.
It's not part of an attack or anything. It's a separate
Okay,
action.
no, what I'm saying is, can you move, attack, move?
You can move
Yes.
part of your 15 feet, do an action, do a bonus action, and then finish the rest of your move.
So to Jordy's point, what's to
Mhm.
prevent someone from abusing that? So it's like, oh, I'm hiding in cover over here. I come around this corner, I shoot a bunch of people, and then I go back into
Absolutely
cover.
nothing.
nothing.
Absolutely
Nothing.
nothing on
That's-
that. I was thinking more into them
okay.
laying back. So
You say
he's correct.
abuse. I say that's
No,
my advantage.
No,
Thank
you're
you.
correct. That does
Okay.
work. Okay.
Cool. Very well.
And melee
So, yes,
and back is opportunity attacks.
Yeah.
Inventive
Yes,
use of
sure,
game
sure.
mechanics.
but you can absolutely go out of cover, fire, go back into cover.
You absolutely
Yes.
can.
Yes,
Now-
you can.
Don't be one of those rogues that thinks, oh, well, I'm going to go back into cover and make a stealth check, and
Because
then have the
they'll
enemy
know where
walk
you
around the
are.
corner and hit you with your sword,
Yeah.
and then they go, oh, I
Oh.
made a stealth check.
Okay, these are the most resilient spiders on the
Well-
face of the planet.
He
I
rolled
mean,
a
for the
1.
record, we are trying to shoot beams and stuff like that at
This is true.
a cloud.
Yes,
of
but I'm
spiders.
viciously mocking. They should be able to handle that. Obviously, the problem is I did not sing it. That's my whole problem. Next time we'll sing
I
it.
think so.
You.
So you have to find their web and mock the web, so the vibrations of the web get to them, and then they'll be like, "No."
Adelbrecht, use your powers of squishing.
He was
Use those big
close.
boots.
Poor Tom, he was close.
All right, so
Wait,
I'm
what?
going to.
Adelbrecht.
Adelbrecht. I'm getting closer. Brecht, Berkt, Adelbrecht.
I guess I will stay right here since I can. I'm thinking I'm like kind of reaching around the corner to attack.
They're
Okay.
everywhere now. They're all over the floor.
Yeah. Okay. Halberding it up to smash them.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Wow. Nice.
Hulk
Take 'em
smash.
out. F them up. Partially resisted. Am I the only one with fire in this whole party?
Mark fired. He just
Well, I
rolled a 1.
tried.
Oh, he did. He missed.
Have fire.
I
He
knew
have
it,
fire.
Sid.
King
Give
now.
me a break.
What the frick?
So, are we going to be wiped by a bunch of spiders?
I mean,
Volbrond.
nobody has any
Volbrond.
damage. All right, I will
Finish this.
move right here. I'll target the spider. I'm assuming they're on Marshall, so I can target them, even though they're 10 feet away, right?
They're all over the place, so yes, target them and away.
Perfect. All right, I am going to utilize Booming Blade. So I use my action to cast Booming Blade. Part of that action is to attack. Woohoo!
Yay.
Take this. All right, that'll work.
Oh, thank
Finally.
As
Ow.
Voldemort steps on the last spider, it
2 rounds of great heroes taken to smash spiders. This may be a problem.
Meanwhile, the door to your north is still being banged upon. But would anyone like to look through the pile of very clean bones and purple crystals?
Excellent.
I have had.
Do you
Theric,
mind?
I was going to say, Theric, you can go ahead. I appreciate it. Thank you. I will take the brunt of it this time if anything should happen. So
I
yes.
have had enough of this room.
Yeah, get
and
out.
I've had enough of spiders. I grew up in Luskin, being eaten by mites every night.
All right.
I would gladly go back to.
Thurik's
All right,
out.
I'm
He just
going
leaves.
to gingerly, with a little bit more caution, definitely looking closely, investigate these crystals.
Okay. So these crystals are definitely. Yeah, so go ahead and give me an investigation check, if you will.
Oh, okay.
Now, you can tell right away, these crystals look like broken off pieces from the crystals back in the main room.
There's my investigation. Too many tabs. Okay.
Okay, on the floor amongst the bones, so there are broken crystals. The thing, they don't seem really, I mean, they don't seem to have the glow that they had back in the other room. So they're the same
They've
purple
lost their-
crystals,
Okay.
but they've kind of lost their luster. You do notice that looking through the bones, there are a couple old discarded weapons and stuff, but there is some gold pieces, silver and copper pieces scattered amongst the bones, perhaps expelled from pockets that were torn apart by the insects or rotted over time.
Okay.
But
I
let's
will
see.
pick that up and will gladly share it with my friends for the trouble that the spiders caused.
It has been added to the party sheet in the parcel coins.
So how do we want? Well, we can look at this later.
So, and when we get done, there's an easy auto distribute
Good.
in the party sheet.
Real quick, the amulet that I threw over to him, did it just go into Thurik's item, or was there
I'll
an
give
item?
it back because Thuric would rather see it destroyed than anything. He doesn't want to have anything to do with it.
Okay.
It's a symbol of Asmodeus.
He does
God,
not seem to want to carry a symbol of Asmodeus for some reason.
I
Can't imagine why. I don't care to either, but I will. I'll if I have to, I'll carry it, I guess. But I just want to. I won't take it right now. Just let's keep it in the party sheet for later, and we can grab it. I will carry it temporarily, at least. Okay. So now
cursed for carrying such an evil symbol upon you.
I'm going to wrap it up in leather, and I don't want to look at it either. But
Okay.
it can be melted down later.
I will add it to.
I guess add it to
List.
my.
So,
Yeah.
friends.
Okay.
Should we?
Volbrand,
Yes, sir.
Do you want to kick the door open? I can
I'm
I
not.
can watch your back.
I'm not going to lie. We should not allow whatever it is to. I mean, if it's tried to get out and it's friendly, it should be out. And if it's not, I mean, let's just say that my divine sense is pointing to undead.
And it's
The sun
again,
said we should
just
Yeah,
make sure solid door, no windows, can't see in anything of that nature, and the pounding is going on, and the door opens inward,
Outward, towards
outward.
It
Okay,
opened
there's
inward.
pounding. There's pounding on the door, and the door is not opening outward, even though it's unlocked.
It's probably
Yeah,
zombies and they're.
yeah. Which means whatever's behind the door is intensely stupid.
Well, I want you to look at what I posted to
Yeah.
Discord. I believe that says it all.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
That's 100%
No,
correct.
yeah,
Correct.
no, yeah, but yeah, no.
No. Okay, so then
Should we maybe get into formation?
I was going to say, Divas, would you like to join me? Well, there's probably not enough room here for us both to get in here.
In the spider room?
In the spider room. Well, I mean, look. By the way, I did pick up some of the. I did go. Is there a possibility to pick up the crystals? A sample of the crystal.
Sure.
All right. I do pick up some crystals whenever
Okay.
I'm doing that. I know. I'm going to keep them away from my skin.
All
That's
right.
what I'll do.
So are you opening the door?
Do I kick it open?
Well, it opens towards you. You could
I was
try
gonna
to
say,
break it down if you want.
Nah, I'll just open it.
Okay, so you open the door on the count of 3,
One,
right?
2, 3.
The counter kick. Get up!
I have my crossbow handy, by the
Oh,
way.
son of a.
Oh,
There is a
disgusting.
pile of hands scampering around in this room, and they are jumping from the floor and hitting the door and jumping down and running around. You count about 10 of these things
Oh,
running
thank
around.
you, Bing.
Would you guys like to do an initiative?
Can I
roll
just
for
close
me?
the door?
Sure.
Can we just slam the
we
door
close the
shut?
door?
Yeah,
I mean,
cast thaumaturgy and shut the door.
Sure, you've opened it quick, and
I'm totally
actually-
kidding. I'm rolling for initiative.
Okay.
You just throw a grenade in there and shut the door.
I love
Fire
this
blast.
-1 initiative thing. It's awesome. Did we at
Sir,
least
thank
get
goodness.
surprise? Probably not. We were making an awful lot of noise. With all
well,
that
but more to the point, there are
explosions and
disembodied hands. How do
yelling
you
and-
surprise
Ah,
disembodied
spiders!
hands? Wow, our initiative rolls are just beyond impressive.
They're
Oh,
up to-
Davis,
Don't worry.
would you like to?
In just a second, I'll give you a hand.
No!
Yeah,
I'd like to
man.
finger
I'm
you
not-
out on that joke.
Wow.
I'm not looking
Well-
for handouts.
Divas
No.
just can't even right now.
If this were a PG-13 stream, I'd give you the finger, but
One moment. All right.
I'm expecting more hand puns out of you, Tom. What's going on?
Didn't you hear mine?
I heard one.
The
maybe
handout?
I
it's
mean,
the
you're
final
usually like,
nail in the coffin.
So all of those are actually right in that room, but
Nailed
I
it.
don't have enough room for all of my hands. So
Just have to knuckle under and roll with the punches.
oh man.
Boom.
the hands are scampering around. Thurok, what would you like to do? You
I
are
will,
staring into a room full of hands.
like that episode of Gravity Falls with the hand witch. I will once again lift my mace to the sky and call down the fires of Ilmater. Cleanse
we
these
get,
ones.
Can we see in the room?
You see in the room? Yes, it's a 5 by 5 foot cell with a whole bunch of hands.
Hey, you got one.
Krakashoom! Whoa! Instant death, huh?
Wait, I
All
thought
right,
Sacred
I
Flame
guess-
was a save.
Nice.
I guess they only have yeah, I thought it was too. Yeah, Dex DC 13. Yeah, well,
Okay,
Whatever.
you killed one.
Good enough.
Too bad there's 10 more.
gotta hand it to you.
What are you going to do to Dillivar? What? First there were spiders, And now I guess they could be almost a bigger spider.
We're up to our wrists in trouble.
Yeah. Oh, this is me. Okay.
I'm having
well,
too much fun with that.
I don't believe that any mockery or whispers are going to work on disembodied hands that have no ears. So, I believe
Rules
that
don't
I'm.
specifically say that, actually. I looked up vicious mockery. You can use it on anybody.
You actually can.
I'll
This
just
is
pop it
mockery.
right out of here.
If the target can hear you, is what it says.
Oh, that's true. Well, let's see. So, exhausted poison.
Both vicious mockery
What
says
side?
if they can hear you, and then dissonant
These
whispers
ones
say
cannot. They
within.
interesting, though they do understand common.
Wait a
They
second.
can't
how-
speak.
They understand. They understand common sign language. Is that what we're
I
looking
was
at?
gonna say, wait
I
a
mean,
second.
that's the.
The not being able to speak thing makes sense, right? But
They're undead.
Yes.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to let distant whispers. I'm going to let distant
You'll let
whispers
distant
work
whispers
on
work?
these because it says they understand common. They
Oh,
just
wow.
can't.
Only choice within range can hear. The target must say.
Maybe they can do sign language.
I'm going to assume that my guys going to look at them and say they can't hear me. I'm going to go ahead and try to shoot one.
How
I
many
think
Want you to
that's what
pinky
it is.
swear on this one.
All right. So as my action, I will go ahead and use my crossbow and shoot. Oh wait, I keep not. Here, I'll just do this one.
Can you?
Do that
oh,
one?
yeah, you can.
Can I select from the list?
You can.
Whatever.
You could.
Is it control? Yeah,
Yes,
there it
there
is.
you go.
There we go.
You've got him right in the palm of your
Right.
hand.
There we go.
You've got the
So,
touch.
how long is this going to go on for?
Instant death. All right.
You're
So
a
this is
winner.
Elizabeth. And let's see. Do I get a bonus action with my cross? No, that's what actually reloads it. Is what? No.
I'm
Can I
pushing
use?
out of business on the pun game here.
Hold on. What's my crossbow proficiency allow for?
The crossbow expertise.
Yes.
You can make a second attack
That
as
allows you
a
to shoot it
bonus
twice.
action.
Yeah.
Bonus.
But
Okay.
I
As long
know
as your other
which
hand is free.
fine.
Your other hand
All
has
right,
to
I'll
be
do
free, and you have to shoot with and your other have to fire with a one-handed weapon, and you have to spend your bonus action.
Yeah. Well.
Very much
okay.
worth
I
it.
think. Yes, I believe we can do that. So here we go.
In fact, this is kind of the perfect situation for it.
There we go.
Thunk,
I guess
thunk, thunk.
guess they only have one hit point.
Let's see.
High five.
I want to know how they're hurting you. Are they like slapping you?
They're jumping at him and attacking and
They
going
have
for
little
the
claws.
face. Going for the
Scratching?
eyes.
That's what it says. It's literally
Going
claw.
for the eyes.
Bludgeoning
Venom.
and slashing.
Hands of fate.
So I'm gonna make an opportunity attack on Claw 4 here.
Sure.
Oh,
That you
look
can
at
do
there.
because claw. Yes, you can do that.
Because
Claw Force.
So actually, go ahead and
I've got to hand it to you, Tom. That was a really good idea.
Oh,
Oh, come on. That was the first pun we threw out.
I know, but he used it again, and it was actually well timed.
I'm
Okay.
really coming
so
to
claw
grips with the
four.
sentence
So
skill.
claw four attacked. Claw 4 attacked. So I'm just going to not attack with claw 6 because
Okay.
claw 4 missed. But I'm just not going to attack with one of the claws because that opportunity would have killed it before it would have had the chance to attack.
I believe that joke actually deserved, the sound of one hand clapping. That's what you needed.
Let's have a round of applause for this encounter.
Finger gun. Hey.
I guess when you
Yes.
have that many guys attacking,
All
you're
right.
bound to get hit.
Can
some
you
reason
give
I'm
us a
having-
hand?
That's what you can. I'm feeling having an I almost have to go watch the trailer for the Addams Family now.
Divas
It's a
mutters
requirement.
something about this lich clearly having issues and attack.
I mean, you're not wrong.
All right, so his first crossbow bolt misses. Second seems to hit.
How are you firing twice with a crossbow?
Crossbow
Same
expert.
way, we both have the same thing. Me and the short people are both packing
Serious.
So if you fire with a hand crossbow, you can follow up with immediately with another crossbow bolt because of crossbow expertise, right?
Sort of, yeah, the expertise. Of course, hand crossbows do the least damage of all the crossbows, and all that.
That's true, but it doesn't require much right now.
But it's perfect for something like this, where they don't have.
Yeah, I mean, it's like ding, ding, ding.
And technically, if you want to get technical, Marshall, they could have a rapier in one hand, a crossbow in the other, do the same thing, stab, shoot.
Actually, oh yes,
Stab, shoot, yes,
So-
yeah.
Stab, action,
That'll
bonus action,
work.
shoot.
Okay.
Hey,
I'm going to start trying to take out these claws.
You're racking up quite a body count this session.
Hand count.
Raise your hand if you want to get hit.
I can count on one hand how many guys he's killed.
So can I.
I'm gonna strangle myself.
You gave that
Okay.
hand the spear, and here it goes
And then I'm
again.
going to use my bonus action to attack hand 6.
Dang, dude! I think you've killed like half of them yourself.
Bam, bam, bam.
He's just like emulating Star Wars Kid in the corner and just massacring the hand.
Volbrand.
Should I lay on hands myself? Okay, sorry.
This looks like the first day of training for new chefs when they're chopping vegetables.
I was gonna do something else, but now we'll just. Why can't I target that guy?
Volbrand, haven't you had enough experience with lay on hands with right now?
I've had plenty of hands laying upon me. Yes. Use my action to attack with my longsword and kill a hand. And
Destiny's in our hands.
I'm a boring paladin. I'm done.
Thurok.
Our
Bring the
world
fire.
spins by the capricious finger of fate.
Not what I'm drinking, thank you.
You're welcome. I target Crawling Claw 8 and I swang my mate.
What is the
Wow.
difference between swang and swing?
A
Nothing.
swang misses.
Yeah, apparently.
Swang misses. Okay, there you go.
And then I go.
Rock!
See, here's the funny thing is that I am awful at ranged attacks, but I hit all my ranged attacks. But I'm awesome at melee attacks, and I'm missing. Oh right, I need to.
Here, let me readjust my camera just a
So,
little bit because I
Bring the
have.
cat back.
It was,
Yeah, that's what I figured. It was.
Oh, there's Merlin. There he is.
Oh, he's a Merlin.
He's his dad. Pay
Dad,
attention to me.
Dad.
Our viewership just probably doubled from 1 to 2 now that we have a cat. Okay. Exeter.
The cat just wants to be petted by all those hands. All right, so yeah, let me just go ahead and I'll same thing as before. However, I'm noticing it's not doing my ammo automatically again.
All right.
And bonus action.
Critical hit.
That's critical, yes. Well, yeah, man.
Oh, snapola.
I
All right.
think you got it.
I believe I did. So wait, let's see. Yeah, let's call it. Yeah, all right, there we go. I'm done.
Still only counts as one, or whatever.
It doesn't even count as okay. So, after the hands have been dealt with, the room itself, maybe I should show you what the room looks like, is just a simple 5x5 cell like the others. Now, multiple hand multiple hands litter the room, or in some cases are stuck to the walls with crossbow bolts.
Multiple digits are strewn across the place.
All right.
Oh, the handmanity.
All right. So, and do we see anything of interest in this room other than dismembered fingers and toenails and fingernails? Sorry.
Other than a bunch of hands, there is nothing of
Okay.
value in this room.
Is there any other way out of here, or is this?
Well,
Up to the north. So remember the
into the
Ignore the square.
Yeah.
We can just go to
ignore the square. We don't fall into a pit. But before we move further, I'm going to ask Valbrand. Do you still sense anything?
I don't know. Let me check. I'll go ahead and actually, before I do that, I'm gonna divine sense, but I'm gonna do it over here and look down the hall.
Okay. So
I better check.
yes, so the hall. As you look down the hall, you see a iron-bound door at the end of the hall, and you do sense undead beyond the door.
Are there any
Okay.
other doors along this hallway?
No, no.
Okay. So I'll turn to my compatriots and I'll say, it's just a hallway, and at the end is another door, and there is something on the other side of that door. It is of the undead
Give me just one.
nature.
Okay.
Persuasion.
Before we move on, Valbrand, you're wounded. Do you need
What?
aid?
No, I'm fine.
You look quite bloodied, but if you were sure.
Yeah, I got like 2/3 of my hit points left. I'm good.
Okay, it's a cure light wounds for me.
Ooh, how many spell slots do you have?
I have 1 second level left and 5 first level spells left.
What?
I
Four
say we
first
hold
level
off
spells.
on that. I mean, we face some skeletons, some
Good
spiders.
chance this is
All
going to be
right.
a long day.
I
I've
am
cast
back on
one
my
spell
mic.
so far.
So wait, do you casters really have that many spells at level 3?
I have.
I have 6.
2,
I have 4. No,
Okay.
wait, 2. I have 2.
Okay, Mark, you.
I've got 4 first and 2 second.
Okay.
Yeah, I do too. I have 4 first and 2
All right,
second.
Marshall. You know what? If you have that many spells left, I'll take a heal. Yes, I wouldn't say no to a heal.
Target
Magical
upside
healing.
down mins.
Okay.
No, not Divis. Stop targeting people. No, untarget people.
All right,
How do I?
friend. While you're doing that, I believe I'm going to sneak down. Well, I'm going to, yes.
Yes, go.
I
Inspect
want to go
traps.
look down this hallway first. Yes, let me check for traps down this hallway. Or anything else.
Holy crap! The minimum amount I can heal is 7 hit points.
Wow.
Oh, you're
I'll
back
take
up to
it. Yeah.
So you want? What do you want? You want perception, investigation? What?
For the door up there?
No. For just checking the hallway on the way there.
Go ahead and give me investigation.
Okay.
So think of this way: perception.
I don't trust this hallway.
Perception's going to be what you're going to use to kind of look things over. Investigation's going to be more
Detailed. Yep. As I'm going along. Yep.
So you do not see any traps along the hall.
Okay, I'm going to creep my way up. Because I don't trust anything. I have a candle lit right now in one hand, the crossbow in the other.
Okay.
At the moment, because I don't know if light is there. All right, so now I've come to the door. Yes?
Yes.
All right, investigation again on the door.
Hey, Adelbert.
Okay.
10 gold since
This-
it's trapped.
I'll take that bet.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't gamble with our friend's life.
This door
I'm gambling with money.
is not trapped and does not appear to be locked. Or is not locked and does not appear to be trapped.
Hey, can
I
I
forget sometimes.
All right, so
hack that and say 2 gold? I just looked at my character sheet.
Oh right, I'm broke as heck.
So, are you going to open the door?
no, good grief, no. I want to listen to it first. See if I hear anything.
It's made of glue. Now you're.
That is going to be perception, I believe.
Correct.
All right, so there's that.
You do not hear anything coming through the.
All right, so are my friends all sitting back here like this, like they are right now, or are they coming up behind me?
I'm kind of right there where I am, just ready to
All right.
do whatever.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Fortune
come back
favors
a
the
little
bold.
bit and talk. And, well, okay, so I'll talk to you all from there and say, and first of all, I'll ask Davis,
Hmm?
can you hear me?
Venus Butthead.
Yeah.
All right, good. All right, there doesn't seem to be anything wrong with this door. It's not locked. There's no traps. I do not have any magic. Nothing seems to be badly on there. But I also can't hear anything, so I have no idea what's on the other side. Who would like to open the door? I've done my bit.
Valbrand?
I'm going to put my candle down,
volunteering.
by the way, and pick up my and have my crossbow ready.
Oh, you got the
And
candle.
my staff. Sorry, and my staff. Crossbow and staff.
Okay. So who is opening the door?
I will open the door.
All right. So, Thurk, are you going to move up, or am I?
No, I think I'll stay right here.
All right,
Okay.
I'll be in between then. You can go over the top of me.
A strong mildew smell permeates this room.
I already hate it, thanks.
Green algae grows like moss from cracks in the walls, floor, and ceiling. A skeleton lies in the room's center, its hand caught in a closed, steel trap door. On the west wall is a iron door.
So it's trapped in the floor?
Yes. So the skeleton is lying on the floor at where I have that S
Is it
marker.
moving?
No, its hand is caught in what looks like a closed steel trap door. So there's a steel trap door at that square as well. And this skeleton is laying on the ground with its hand forward like this, with the trapdoor stuck down across it. So it looks like some poor adventurer who got their hand caught in the floor in a trapdoor over here and just perished,
Let me ask this.
probably
So
starved to death.
I had divine sense on. I sensed undead in this room, and that is the only obvious probably undead, right?
That is
Okay.
correct.
I sheath
Alright.
my sword and I cast Eldritch Blast at it. Pew!
Okay.
Is that?
Alright.
Is that
Screw
Would
this.
would you like to do an attack? You can do an attack against that skeleton.
so?
I mean, he's prone enough.
Well,
Also, Tom, were you holding a small rubber cheeseburger?
I was.
Force
Oh,
damage.
beast
Oh, I
burger.
thought I'd kill him in one.
Got these.
Well, those are cute.
Yeah, they're from
The
the
skeleton
USDA. Like
All right.
the skeleton does not move.
Oh, interesting. All right.
Hmm.
Well, I thought. Well, I
All right. So do we?
Go see what's under the trap door.
The paladin walks up, is like, zap.
Do it again.
So are you going to go look at the trap? Look what's under the trap door?
Wait, Valbrand, don't.
I'm not going in there.
Should we
No.
maybe look at
I'll do
first?
it.
Yeah.
I'll go.
Wait a minute. Does nobody else see the obvious trap here? The room is clearly going to fill with water.
Why do you think I'm still out here?
Adalbert.
Oh, you're too worried. I'm going in with Adalbert.
Covered in metal armor.
I've got you covered, Adalbert.
We
Oh,
are
Adalbert left me behind. No.
So is anybody Adalbert, are you going to mess with the trap door?
Not now.
Okay.
Can I guess maybe roll a perception check and see what I notice about the room?
Sure. You probably should be in the room though. I mean, you could try to kind of look from back the hallway, but I am
Actually, is it his turn? I mean, just real quick, are we going in an initiative roll?
not
state?
really.
Okay.
Not really.
All right.
We're letting
all right.
I'm so if somebody goes over, I'm kind of keeping track to where everybody is on the map.
Okay.
And if an event starts, I will ask where everybody is.
Okay. I'm kind of interested in the fact that he blew away and nothing seems to happen. So I at least get into the room to look.
I'm gonna draw my sword and go in. Yeah.
Do you want a perception check or an investigation?
If you're in the room, you can give me an investigation. I will take an investigation check.
Perhaps someone should stay outside, just in case Thorak is
I'll
ready.
do
If you're looking in the room, trying to look around, perception check. So think again. The perception is kind of you're glancing around, looking through. The investigation is you're really detail oriented.
Okay.
I'll
also
stay
have an
outside. If I
investigation
need to
check.
break down the door, I can.
Thank you, Thorak. Just in case, it's probably fine.
I feel like this is going to come back to bite us later, but which one of you two is stronger, Tom or Val or Jordan?
Probably Tom. I got a 16.
I have a 16
So-
too.
All right,
So-
Adalbert is closer. I target Adalbert, and I hold on. Let me check something real quick. Go, keep talking, George.
So Aldebert, what jumps to what you notice is this skeleton. It kind of looks placed. So its hand is caught in this trap. You could lift the trap door and get it out very easily, but with how it's laying there, it doesn't look like it. It looks like could probably pull it out or free itself. So you are very much sure that this is a trap of some sort, and
All
that trap door screams trap.
Don't touch the skeleton.
I lean forward before before I go through the door, and I touch Adalbert, and I cast Bear's strength on him. Enhance
Okay.
ability strength. So for the next hour, you have advantage on all strength checks. So if you need to like pry something open to get out of somewhere, you have.
Should we
So
just
I'm
ignore
gonna-
this room? I mean,
No.
Yep.
okay.
I mean, considering we're looking for a phylactery, and I would want to put my lifeline somewhere where it's super dangerous to get to.
Fair.
I'm gonna
Okay.
like take my halberd and kind of stick it through the doorway so it can't shut.
Oh,
on
Okay.
us.
this is a metal door, isn't it?
It is.
It'll probably
Oh.
snap your halberd half like a toothpick.
You know what? I'm just gonna do it.
Yeah.
That skeleton comes to life. It's not gonna surprise me, right? Like I'm.
No. Wait.
No.
Yes, but this,
And
You
that's
will
how the
not
party died.
if the skeleton does come to life, you will not be surprised.
okay. So was I able to detect whenever I did it that it was a trap as well?
I think it's less of a you detected a trap and more of a you intuit that this is a trap.
I mean, the
You think
algae
it's-
and the drowned.
It's the
Yeah.
investigation. All right.
Yeah, you're not sure of this.
Adventure sense is
you're
tingling.
not maybe not as certain, but you kind of adventure sense is tingling.
So okay. So
Spidey sense is going nuts.
would you guys like for me to inspect the trap door and see if it's get a little bit closer and see if we can see anything?
You know, we could
Yeah.
go and come back if we don't find anything else.
That's true too. Why don't we do that?
Well, I did waste my last second level spell slot for the day.
I don't know if it's a waste.
It still lasts for an hour. We've got time.
Yeah. It's less for an hour. Is that a
Right,
concentration spell?
It's against my
No,
better
I don't-
judgment, but if we want to leave it sitting there, that's fine. Can
I
do
kinda-
that.
I kind of give the skeleton one last little
right.
and blast it. Is that okay, Jordy?
Remember
Sure.
when I broke down a door with Eldritch Blast because nobody could pick it?
There you go.
I and Bandit tried to pick it, and I was just like, "Screw this."
The skeleton breaks into pieces.
Oh,
Okay, here's the question. When he breaks into pieces, does the arm break enough to where the trap door closes?
No, the trapdoor is still stuck on the hand. Or what's left of the
concentration
hand.
up to an hour. So I'm gonna have to be like, yum, 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 yum.
But that trapdoor is still in the middle of this room.
Ooh, who's got the
Pull it
thunder?
open. Just do it.
Okay, so I'm going to come up here and look at them.
Who's got
Wait,
the
where are
thunder?
you going?
Do it.
That's mine. That's thunder is for me.
Wow.
So repeat that. What did you do?
I haven't done anything. I'm looking at this
Okay.
other door over here, not the trap door.
Okay. All right. That other door, did you give me a check?
Not yet. One moment.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay. That
Check
other
is in.
door does not look to be locked. You do not believe it's locked, and it does not appear to be trapped.
And does it open inward or outward?
It opens out away from you.
Okay. Friends, would you like to come into this room and cover me if I are here? I'll tell you what. This seems to be fine, my faithful paladin friend. Would you like to go ahead and
Of course.
do the honors?
Of course. Stand aside.
Wait.
friend.
I was gonna say, yeah, but would everyone else like to join us? Just in
Yes, I will
case.
come in.
Let's wait until we have one door open, just in case. Let's
That might
not
be a good
have
idea.
let's do this as
It's like an airlock.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
treat it
you're
like an airlock.
opening the door?
I'm opening the door.
Okay.
Probably should
A
have divine
small
sense.
stair leads from a landing to another floor just above it. Arms and armor are mounted on the walls. All are rusted and ruined, save for a round shield, painted red, with 2 battered longswords hanging behind it. There is a door
Interesting.
on the upper platform on the south.
Wait,
so-
guys, you smell that? I think I smell a magic item.
Well, before you do the magic, I'm just curious.
It's a trap.
The arms with the rusted armor tacked to are they like something I don't know, say like crossbow bolts through them or something, penetrating them,
They're
tacking
like
them to the wall?
swords and stuff. Arms,
Like a
They're
display.
Armor. Oh, on display. Rust. Okay, sorry.
Um,
I was thinking.
Thunk.
I was just seeing slots with shooting arrows coming out of it. So anyway,
Also, I think we don't want to go upstairs, right? That's where they're distracting the lich and all that.
Well, we
Ooh.
don't.
This is not like a major set of stairs. This is maybe like a
Little half stair.
half
maybe
set,
5
yeah.
foot, 5 foot, 10-foot elevation total.
Oh, so it's like, okay, I see.
Little half stair.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick, so you guys do your thing.
Okay.
I think that if you would, Valbrand, hold on one moment. I can go
Absolutely.
ahead and take up there and take a look at it before, just in case.
Well, before you go in, let me just, paladin vision here. I'm gonna go ahead and burn another divine sense. Get 2 more of those.
Okay.
Does that
So-
include scratching underneath your armpit?
Yeah,
I'm just
sorry.
curious.
You do
I-
not
It's divine.
sense undead in this room. You do sense undead beyond the south door.
Okay.
All right.
There's nothing. What about fiends or celestials?
You do not
Yeah.
detect fiends or celestials either in this room or beyond the south door.
So there's. I'm detecting undead to the south here. So just be ready for yet
Okay.
another fight. But
I'll be careful.
be
So
careful, friend.
first of all, I'm going to go ahead and go up to the shield with the arms because hey, I'm assuming it's about there.
Yes.
Over the corner. Okay, so I want to do an investigation on that because hey, I always like anything that maintains itself.
Mm-hmm.
It's ancient. It looks ancient. Looks like there's some history here.
Let's see. Just move a few things around. Move you back. Okay.
What is,
So the shield itself. You're looking at the shield.
yes.
This is a round metal shield painted red with a couple star marks on it. And as you're looking at it, the 2 battered swords behind it fly off of the wall. Go ahead and give me an initiative roll.
Just looked at it. It's all I did.
Yes.
God.
Wow, I rolled well. I rolled well, but still have a crap initiative.
All right, there.
Woo!
Hey, you got
So-
the same initiative I had last fight.
So I will let our cleric jump. He's not back yet, but I'll let our cleric jump into where he ends up being in this. But in the interest of time, we're going to jump to Exeter.
Oh, gosh. All right, one moment. Let me think of this. All right, so obviously I don't have a moment. The swords fly up.
The sword,
Well,
the
obviously,
shield,
there's not a whole lot that I can do. Well, I've got my
the
staff in hand.
shield does not move. The shield does not move. But
Don't-
the
The shield does
swords,
not move. The swords fly out.
Viper,
yeah, the
Viper,
swords
Excellent.
fly out.
Viper. Don't forget the crossbow expert lets you fire in melee without any penalties.
I know. I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about what the frick is a arrow going to do against a sword, considering that's what they shoot. But why not? All right. So I will go ahead and I will target. I will braise my, trying to knock them out of the air, I guess. So let's go ahead and do flying 1.
D&D is one of those things that one
Actions.
shouldn't try to think about using
I
crossbow bolts on a sword. It just,
It's wounded. Yay. All right.
It didn't
Bonus
resist
shot.
crossbow
Bonus
bolt.
action with another crossbow bolt. Miss. And I'm now going to get flayed.
No! Exeter, my buddy! I'm coming!
Oh,
Grazing, boom.
that's not good.
Oh, you're fine.
So far.
4 damage? You got this. See?
Yeah, uh-huh.
You're
He
good.
says half my health is going up being carved up like a little shish kebab.
I'm gonna go 5, 10, which shouldn't provoke since I moved through, not into. And I'm gonna
Mhm.
go for Flying Sword 1. Excuse me, what do I want to do? I want to do something cool. These guys seem pretty resilient, right? I mean, like, he stuck a good crossbow bolt in it. Eh.
Yes.
No, I'm just gonna hit it with my sword. So I'm gonna cast Booming Blade again, which allows me to make that attack action with my longsword. Homeboy takes 14 damage.
Oh, there you go.
That'll work.
Thank you.
Sword snaps in half.
Do
I
have...
still feel pain.
Yeah, I do not have any bonus action healing. Sorry, brother.
All right, Divas hears a commotion
Okay.
down the hallway, races up ahead, and sees a giant flying, or well, some size of flying sword. It's probably giant to him.
Marshall has entered spooky time.
Marshall, roll initiative, will you, real quick?
I will do
So,
that. I'm
to
sorry,
bring
but
you up to bring you up to speed, the swords flew off the wall and attacked.
All I did was
Exeter.
look at them.
I'm
After-
going to turn my light back on because I look like a floating fat head.
After Divas finishes his attack, we'll jump to
Okay.
Thurok.
All right, here we go. So first attack, man. Okay, and I will now use my bonus action to fire again. Wow, Divas is not feeling it today. All
I
right.
thought you were supposed to work well underground.
All right. Thurok, do your thing.
Oh, I will. So it's just one flying sword?
There was
At
2.
this, there
Only
was
one
2.
that's left.
Now there's 1.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
Ignore the blood along the blade.
30. So I can get out of the way of Adelbert. Did I say that right? Adelbert.
He can stab through you, don't forget.
He can? Okay.
It's one of the great powers of spear fighting in this game.
That's awesome.
Especially
All right,
when you
and
combine...
then I will hit it with my mace. Give it a good old swung.
No, don't swung. Oh, good.
Oh, I swung hard.
Swung's fine. It's swang that you can't do.
Oh. Oh, great.
Bye for that. Thunder sounds
good.
way awesome. I'm a little jealous. I love thunderstorms.
You can move here.
Okay.
Where do you live?
So,
Tulsa.
Adelbert.
So I'm going to
He
use
says
my
to the internet.
action.
Where do you live? I didn't catch
What's
it.
your address
Yeah.
and social while we're at it?
Yeah, I was going to say.
People keep talking. I can't hear you when you say it.
Tulsa.
Oh, okay. Alabama.
It's a, Alabama. Yeah, there you go, Alabama. You okay there, Jordan? You
I
feeling
will
it?
be. I will be.
You
Adelbert,
sure? Okay.
what's your turn doing?
Tulsa. Firmly in the heart of Africa.
Okay, guys.
I'm going to move point blank and hit the sword with a halberd.
Point blank to this flying sword. Ha ha!
All right.
Oh man.
I can re-roll that.
Oh.
So you okay?
Oh.
Is that because you're a fighter?
Tom, don't let me forget to talk to you and Jordy after this session, okay?
Go ahead and
Okay.
re-roll it.
Oh. Much better. Yay! I'm not going to be filleted anymore.
The final sword breaks in half. And there's no more flying swords.
Okay, did my
Swords of a
investigation
tool.
show anything on that shield, or is did I?
Yes, it's actually a very well-made shield. It's obviously not. It's not been touched by the ravages of time. It's not rusted, or even these swords that were flying around were battered and bruised and stuff. So it's obviously a nice shield.
Do you guys mind if I hold on to this one until we get it appraised at a more, you know, identify spell?
Sure.
Mad.
I'm always glad to give over something that I looked at that Gale has my blood all over it.
Oh,
By
Yeah,
all
okay.
means, feel it free.
it's not
Okay.
much.
My God, I missed a lot.
It,
Get over here, Exeter.
I was gonna say it's
Take-
not much, but I can give you some healing. But Marshall does it better. So
Actually, do I don't think I do have it.
we all have potions, if I remember right.
Oh yeah, we do. Do you want to drink a potion? I've
No,
got
I'd
3
rather.
spells left.
I think we might want to.
We could
Well, I can give you
barricade
one of
ourselves in a
mine.
room and take a long or short rest.
I don't think we have time. Didn't we decide
We don't have time because we can't do that because the attack is still ongoing, and we didn't want to really do that.
All right.
No,
Did you say you preferred a spell over a potion?
let's just thinking that maybe that might be better to save the potions until just in case.
Here, I'll tell you
I can
what.
take mine if that would be better.
It's not much.
Actually, do I
Let me drop some healing on him. It's not
How
much.
much?
I
How
got
much does he have?
2 points left on lay on hands for the day.
That's not enough.
No, but I could use it. I guess I could use it to stabilize people if somebody goes down later.
Yeah,
but...
that's probably better.
All right.
All right.
Say here.
So I will cast heal on him. Cure wounds in the name of Ilmater. Be freed from your torment.
I guess I could. Well, no, I can't do
You're fine.
heroism on myself. I don't think that'd work. Okay. Hey, thank you. All right. Well, with that in mind, because I always enjoy bleeding out on stairs. Would you like me to look at this next door?
Well, take 57. I would love to keep going, but
So here's a question. We're probably in about 30-35 minutes can run through. Are you guys good for running? Jordan's really our big one. Jordan, can you do 30-35 minutes?
I'm sorry. I work so early in the morning.
No worries. Then this is probably a good place to call it before we open the door. A question
open the
is,
door.
when do we want to play next?
Tomorrow. Now.
Well,
Next
I
Thursday is fine with me. If
Do
want
you
to do
want-
another?
is Monday too early? So next Thursday, we have another commitment we have to take care of. So the question is,
There are at least 4 of us in this group that are out on Monday.
okay, well, this is also our Azure Knight raid team. Do we want to use our Sunday 7:00 raid time since we're not raiding?
I like that idea.
Yeah. I like that idea.
I'm fine with that idea if everyone will be ready for the next week whenever we're supposed to
I was
all
gonna
be
say,
ready
don't
by.
forget that we're supposed to be raiding in 2 weeks
Uh,
now.
Less than 2 weeks.
So,
Yeah.
show of hands, who's able to play Sunday at 7 and wants to?
Are we talking about this Sunday or next
We are
Sunday?
talking about this
This
Sunday at
Sunday.
7.
Come on, Mark. Come on, Mark.
Get that hand in the air, Barf.
Peer pressure.
Please!
I'll look like
Merlin,
I'm jerking off.
Merlin
It helps.
says please.
He's a good cat.
Unfortunately, we already have plans on Sunday.
All right.
Oh, okay.
That's all right.
Wait. What if we played earlier in the day?
I
Because that would
can't
actually
do.
be worse.
Yes, I definitely can't do that. Unfortunately,
What about Saturday at 7?
I mean, I'm free all the time.
Yeah, I normally.
yeah,
beat-
Saturdays aren't.
So for me, what's happening is my mom's coming down on Saturday.
So yeah, the
What
weekend.
about Friday at 7?
Like tomorrow?
Like tomorrow. I had planned to go do kendo, but if you guys are game,
I would. this is going to sound really weird to the internet, but I would have to check with your wife.
Ah!
Because she and I have plans tomorrow already.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, I think I've got. I don't think I would be able to get
Yeah.
I would be getting in trouble.
How about this? How about we just look at Sunday the 1st? Our first Azure Knights raid is supposed to be Sunday the 8th for Final Fantasy. So Sunday the 1st is a final Sunday. In fact, we could look into doing that Sunday and that Thursday.
That's fine.
When is our other game? Our
Monday. So Sealed
Sunday?
Weapons is on Monday. Monday the 26th.
This Monday? Okay, cool.
So I could probably do Sunday the 8th.
Sunday the 1st is the day we're looking at.
You're right.
Yeah,
I knew that.
Sunday the
So-
8th is when we're supposed to start raiding in Final Fantasy.
So Sunday the 1st.
Sunday the 1st.
Okay.
I think
Do we
that's
want to do a 2-hour or do we want to do a longer session?
I would love to do a longer session.
I would not say no to a longer session if other people
Okay.
can.
We will
Sounds-
take that. We will take that to Discord, but tune in next time to hear.
See how
to
much
hear
I get
Divas
delayed.
say.
Did you hear Divas say yes?
Someday I'll be able to cast more than 2 spells.
All right.
Thanks
Hope
for joining
everybody
us, guys.
enjoyed themselves. Thanks for joining us, guys.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Thank you all.
Thank you, guys.